Alright, and we're back. This is Magic the Gathering intro pack for Scars of Mirrodon. This is the older series. I know the current is Besieged. I just don't like the new systems on how Besieged work. So we're going to break an intro box for the original. This is called Relic Breaker. And this is to go against, I'm guessing it's going to go against people who do a lot of artifact decks and...
That sucks.
You know, Eldrazi. You know, it's got some really great art on the back of a dragon getting ready to wind up and just do a fucking shoop the whoop. Anyway, so we're going to get started. I'm going to open it up right here.
Don't you just love that $12.99 tag? Oh, amazing.
As you can see, here is the 60 card deck. All the necessary lands.
And a booster pack.
And, yep, the booster pack to come with it so that you can start trading with your friends right away. So, without further ado, let's get started. Let's see what we're dealing with. Well, obviously, it has the Scars of Mirrodon How to Play. And it's in a nice little saran wrap. As always, Magic does a great job with packaging. Just hard to open without damaging the cards. But I use the cards, so it's not like I'm going to sell them off to some
collector of sorts who doesn't even use the cards for their specific purpose.
Yeah. Well, no, they all do it some way. This is the Mirrodon flip book for, I think it just describes Mirrodon. And then, that's right, like every intro deck, the how to play.
Though I think the YouTube videos explain it a lot better, in my opinion.
I guess what Magic's trying to do now is they start you out with a foil. This is Horde Smelter Dragon. First off, anytime there's the word dragon in a Magic card, that means this bitch is badass. And it's foily. Shiny, shiny,
Shit just got real if it's a dragon.
Well, then you have 4 mana, which is 1 mountain, 3 standard. And then you have destroy target artifact. Horde Smelter Dragon gets +X +0 until end of turn, where X is the artifact's converted mana cost. So if you destroy a target artifact that, say, is 12 mana, well, then this bitch becomes a 17/5 creature. Which, the odds of that is pretty rare, but still, if you got 3 to it, and 8/5 is something you just don't want to face. Alright,
especially because he's flying.
Moving on. Then we have an instant. Target creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is obviously the converted mana cost. Ooh, another one of those. Of course, you cannot have anything without a fireball. Unfortunately, it's M11, so I'm only going to be able to use this until October, which is fine, but everything else is Mirrodon, so everything else will be legal, hopefully. Moving on, we have an Essentiatism, another rare, I might add. Creatures you control can't be targets of spells or abilities your opponents control. And this enchantment, if you pay 2 mana, 1 green, 1 normal, you get to regenerate target creature. Always a good one. Then we have Turn to Slag. Turn to Slag deals 5 damage to target creature. Destroy all equipment attached to that creature. Then we have the next enchantment. Whenever an artifact is put into an opponent's graveyard from the battlefield, you may draw a card. Very enchantment based so far. I have interest in how this is going to play out. Then we have our first artifact, Barb Battle Gear. I've seen this before. +4/+1 to equipped is 2. Nothing really special, but a nice little booster there. And then you get to destroy target artifact with Shatter. Another Shatter. Arc Trail. See? 2 mana, but there's a picture of a dragon. Let's see what this is. Arc Trail deals 2 damage to target creature or player and 1 damage to another target creature or player. So
essentially, it does 3 damage.
No, I don't think you can target 3 damage on one thing. I think you have to split it.
We'll just see how that plays out.
And then Panic Spellbomb. Sacrifice Panic Spellbomb. Target creature can't block this turn. Horizon Spellbomb. I actually have one of these in one of my decks. And then we get into Forests. Mountains. Okay, now that we're through with the land.
I always enjoy the artwork of the land.
Oh yeah. Now we're into the creatures. Flameborn Hellion. It's 6 mana cost, so it's another fatty. Haste, and Flameborn attacks each turn if able. There's another card I have that's kind of similar to this, except it's like a 4/1. This is a 5/4, so it actually can defend itself pretty well. So that's pretty impressive right off the bat.
But not always smart if you have a very powerful defending creature on the opponent's team.
And then Flameborn attacks each turn if able. Yeah, but if you can get that out early game, do some damage. Now an Acid Web Spider. One thing to note, a lot of spiders have reach. This is great to have, and I think spiders should be in any deck, regardless. Like, as long as you're running green, you should have at least either 1 giant spider or 1 spider of some kind.
I would like to see a spider-based deck. I think that'd be really weird, but cool.
It would all be reach. It'd just be like a massive AA gun at that point, Brenna.
True. Well, I've seen an instant deck where the person only does instants.
The thing about this little bastard here, though, is you may destroy target equipment when he enters the battlefield.
It's really facing the equipment, because that's another thing that Mirrodon has really brought to the table. Artifacts and equipment, and this is definitely the basis for a Relic Breaker deck.
Yes, obviously.
Derp.
Then we have Burrows Ogre. I think you guys have definitely seen these before. 3/3. If I sacrifice an artifact and tap him, Burrows Ogre deals 2 damage to target creature or player.
Looks like this is not the Shrek movie we all know and love.
Yeah, this is basically Shrek after a binge drinking
problem. Yeah. Binge drinking and a few steroids. Smiley face.
This is Shrek Sheen right here. This is if Shrek hung out with Charlie Sheen, and then they worked out, so they did a Charlie Sheen amount of steroids.
Yep. Winning. How about that?
Then we have Mulder Beast, which you guys seen that before. Cudgel Troll.
The Cuddle Troll! Okay.
Again, M11 though, so you won't be seeing him too much longer. Then we have another beast, which is 3/3, and he also can destroy target artifact when he enters the battlefield. Yeah. And then enters the battlefield, target creature gets +2/+0 till end of turn. He's not bad. I mean, you put him in twice. He obviously is a 3rd or 4th creature you play. This guy, great creature just to have out if you just want to do chip damage and just want to annoy the heck out of your opponent. I love these cards. I hope they come back in M12. You might not. You will definitely not see this card again with the M11 symbol, obviously. But I hope they reprint this. It's one of my favorite cards right here.
Say the name.
Prodigal Pyromancer.
Oh, those guys are so annoying.
And then now we have our first artifact creatures. That's 3/1s. If you sacrifice Valshock Replica, deals 3 damage to target player. They're called Berserkers too. Then you have Levok.
Great job pronouncing, Eric.
Yeah, I can't pronounce this one. But if I pay a tree, I destroy target artifact or enchantment.
You mean to pay a forest?
Yeah, forest.
A tree.
I'm tired, and I'm not feeling very well. And hey, we have another Berserker. If I sacrifice him, I do automatic 3 damage. Same thing. Okay, here we go. Iron Myr. If I just tap him, it adds mana to my pool. Red mana.
Red mana specifically.
Yes. And then I have 2 Copper Myrs. Alright.
Things you've probably seen before. And now on to the surprise of the booster pack. Because I'm pretty sure at some point, somewhere, they tell you what's in the intro decks. I didn't really get to see any of it, so I'm just going to look at the artwork because I always like the artwork. I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. Horizon Spellbomb, most annoying thing ever created.
Yeah, says you. Alright, so we start off and we have, if I play blue mana, I can untap him and he's a 3/4 creature. Very good for my blue-white deck. And then we have Aria. Again, I need help pronouncing this. It's, from what I see, it's Arak Sunchaser. It's a human soldier, metalcraft. As long as you control 3 or more artifact, Ariak Sunchaser gets +2/+2 and has flying. Ariak Replica. If I pay white, I can sacrifice him and prevent all damage a source of your choice would deal this turn. Then I have Strider Harness. Target creature gets +1/+1. I have a Contagious Nim, which is Infect.
2/2 Infect, I have one of them.
Yep.
Some of them are a little useless sometimes.
Oh, I have a Snake that's a colorless. If I pay 1 swamp though, so he's technically a black creature.
Technically, but you could put him really in any deck, just not pay the swamp.
Vector Asp gains infected till end of turn. And he's only 1/1, so again, I mean, it's 1 mana, and then pay a swamp and he gains infect. So, if you pay 1 mana each turn...
If you just pay 2 mana, though, he immediately becomes a 1/1 infect.
Target creature gains flying until end of turn. Untap it. Then we have Soul Parry. Prevent all damage 1 or 2 target creatures would deal this turn. That's another good one. Panic Spellbomb again.
Seems like we're getting a lot of these.
Azuri Archers. So Elf. This would probably go in my Elf deck. Reach. 1/2 creature though. So can't do much unless I beef it. This is equipment. Equipped creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. And equipped creature has tapped. This creature deals 2 damage to target creature or player. This is Carrying Call. I put 2 1/1 green infect tokens onto the battlefield. They each have infect. Then I have an elk. Glimmer Point Stag. It has vigilance, so he doesn't tap. Then I have
he's pretty looking.
An island, and I have an artifact. Oh, this bitch is going in my deck. You have no maximum hand size. So you can have as many cards in your hand as humanly possible and not have to ever discard. Alright, we'll see you guys later.
Next is Dead Spread.